Hello Wanderers, and thanks for stopping by the Wayward Tree. My name is Luneth, and this reading will be for the upcoming full moon on 26 May. As with all general readings, please take what resonates and leave the rest for others. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, as well as leave a comment below. So for this reading, I'll be using the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. And then because it's the flower moon, I've chosen some botanical inspired oracles, such as the Faceted Garden Oracle, Nature's Whispers Oracle cards, the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle, the Illustrated Herbiary, and then I'll end off with some cards from the Flower Petals mini cards. Hi Taurus Collective, so let's get started with your reading. So all decks have been pre-shuffled, so I won't be spending too much time on the shuffling to get your cards. Also, if you feel inclined to, please do feel free to watch the readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs to get a fuller picture for the energies present during the full moon. Okay. Okay, so you have Judgment in reversed, Death in reverse, Tower in reversed, Temperance in reversed, Six of Wheels, which is the Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords in reversed, Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and Four of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. Okay, Taurus Collective, so this spread is a little on the more abstract side, so we'll get into it first and then I'll probably clarify it. So one thing I'm seeing is some strong Scorpio placement, so you may have many planets in Scorpio in your chart, or you may be dealing with a Scorpio. I'm also seeing Sagittarius, I'm also seeing Aries. So the Tower is Mars, which is the traditional ruler of Scorpio, which is represented by death. Mars also rules Aries, which is the Emperor here. Judgment is Pluto, which also rules Scorpio. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, and Temperance is Sagittarius. And Jupiter rules Sagittarius as well. These are the three signs that I'm seeing in your reading. Okay, so starting from this side with the Wheel of Fortune, it feels like there's a movement towards change. And this most likely has been initiated by the universe. So perhaps recent events have led to some change, but it is a change for the better. However, it seems like you are not seeing that, you are not accepting that, because with Judgment reversed here, you are not responding to this change. And what I'm seeing here is you might be even resisting the change, as in the Wheel of Fortune cannot turn. So you cannot receive this gifts from the universe. With Temperance reversed here, it feels like you want nothing to do with this. Also with the Wheel of Fortune, it feels like it's an opportunity from the universe to get you to heal. Because Temperance is about healing, Temperance is about alchemy, synthesizing a new solution out of the current problem. So it feels like you are resisting this movement towards healing, towards change, because you are quite set in your ways. If we move up here with Death in reverse, simply put, it is resisting the transformation. The things that need to die away, the things that need to end, you are not allowing it to happen. And more clues to this situation is Six of Wheels and the Six of Cups. The way it's depicted here, it feels like currently you are in the midst of some very fragile peace. Six of Cups also denotes the past, so Perhaps it has been a long-standing situation, and you do not want to disrupt the peace that you have enjoyed for such a long time. Six of Wheels is about energy exchange. It's about, traditionally it's depicted as a person, a wealthy person giving to the less fortunate. But here it's showing this parental figure giving an apple to a young child. So similarly here there's a parental figure or a grandparent with a young child. So perhaps this also has to do with a family situation. Perhaps it has to do with children. And sixes are representative of harmony, of peace, of being in this very stable and happy situation. 6 is a very fortunate number. It's a very peace-loving number. Okay, and most probably it has to do with your current emotional situation and your current abundance in terms of resources and income. Currently, everything seems to be stable, but I'm also getting the sense of a fragile peace, especially with this death in reverse. It feels like this change towards a better future is going to need this peace to be disrupted, and you are quite stubbornly resisting it. So moving here, we have the Tower card. The Tower is normally perceived as a structure that has been built upon false beliefs, things that are not conducive, or things that are not sustainable. So this tower must fall before a brand new structure can be established, a structure that is based on strong sustainable value, so that it is a long-lasting tower. However, the tower reversed here is saying that yes, again, you're not letting this tower fall. You're not letting the change that the universe has brought to happen. Basically, because you want to keep this peace that you found intact. So with this tower, it is also suggesting that the foundations that this peace is built upon is not one that is long-lasting, or it's not one that is healthy to the people involved. It's not a healthy situation. Perhaps it might even be a very tense sort of peace, where everybody has gotten used to the very stagnant surroundings, where even though things can move forward daily, the participants within this piece is not really deriving any joy from it. It's basically just bordering on a toxic environment already. Okay, and then with the Two of Swords below, Two of Swords traditionally represents someone who is contemplating two decisions, the pros and cons, weighing out these decisions before finally making one that is beneficial to the person. But reverse, it feels like you're not even considering the possibility of any change. Even if the universe gives you various options for this change to occur, you are not accepting any of them. You're insisting for this tower to remain intact. You're insisting on this peace to remain intact. And with the Four of Swords here, it feels like your anxiety is growing because you're resisting the universe, but things will still move forward regardless on whether you resist or not. The tower will eventually fall because it's not a sustainable tower. Death will eventually come for you. Change will eventually happen. You actually already know that, and the anxiety within you is slowly growing. You can't maintain this peace for very long. Okay, so yeah, so at the bottom of the deck, the Emperor talks about stable foundations, about constructing a stable environment for yourself. He is also about leadership, about law and order, about making sure that everything is run according to proper value. So if you think of a vining plant, then he is the trellis or the fence that gives the plant support so that the plant can flourish and thrive. Yeah, underneath you have the Page of Swords, you have the Devil, so it feels like news coming in about this toxic negative energy. You are being made to realize that the environment you are in is actually not healthy. It is even toxic for the people involved. Yeah, and with the moon reversed, with the moon upright usually is forcing you to face your fears, but moon reversed is a dark night. You are not looking at you're not allowing the moon to shine on all the inner demons that you have. So you are purposely avoiding it. Okay, with the King of Cups, perhaps this issue is related to emotions, related to relationships, perhaps with your family relationships. Perhaps your family situation is a bit complicated, and because you have found a certain stillness, you do not want to shake the boat anymore, so to speak. So yeah, you do not want any more changes, but I don't think the universe is going to give you a choice in this matter. It feels like the universe has waited long enough for you to adjust, but you're not compromising. So the universe might just make the tower fall without waiting for you anymore. Okay, let me just quickly clarify this spread because it's bordering on the vague side of things. So you have the Eight of Pentacles in reversed, Queen of Pentacles in reversed, the Devil in reversed, Six of Cups in reversed, Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in reversed, Knight of Wands in reversed, Nine of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, okay, so with Knight of Wands reversed on the Wheel of Fortune, it feels Knight of Wands reversed, it's a very lethargic energy, a lack of motivation and lack of drive. So combined with this Eight of Pentacles in reversed, the lack of a desire to contribute to this, no effort is being made. So you're really resisting this Wheel of Fortune. You're resisting this change that the universe is nudging you towards. And with the Temperance reversed with this Six of Cups reversed, you also have the Six of Cups here. So there's a feeling of telling the will of the universe not to touch this carefully maintained bubble of peace that you have claimed for yourself. Because with Temperance, when you mix the liquids together, things are going to change and there'll be a new solution emerging, but you do not want anything new. You want to keep your Six of Cups as is. So with the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed here, there's a sense of a toxic relationship going on, and there's also a sense of issues with money. There's also a threat of divorce here for some of you because of this sword that the Queen of Swords is carrying. So for some of you, perhaps this is representative of you and your partner, and you both have perhaps let things slide into a bit of a toxic situation, but you're not getting out of it because it is too comfortable. Things are too stagnant. You might even be relying on old memories to sustain the current relationship, even if both of you are very unhappy. Also, the King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, both being earth suit, can be very stuck in the mud, very stubborn in terms of thinking, especially in reverse. All this stubbornness comes out as very negative, so they might be very fixed in their thinking and not wanting change, especially with this Queen of Swords coming in between them. There's a lot of tension here. Another way I'm seeing this is perhaps this might be a third party, and this third party is pushing for this relationship to be separated, for these two people to divorce. Yeah, especially for the Queen of Swords, she is very clear on what she wants and she is very resolute in her claims. And she has a big sword to really execute her will. Perhaps your significant other is aware, but you are all keeping this very unstable peace here because of old times' sake, for instance, or because you don't want to further disrupt your family life. Perhaps you have children and you do not want to affect them, but it's taking a toll on you mentally. So the universe is pushing for you to really shake this situation up, because it's not healthy for all of you. With the devil reversed here, with the tower reversed, and the four of pentacles with the two of swords reversed, yeah, it feels like you are not seeing the toxicity of this situation. It feels like you're dismissing the seriousness of this, and you're letting yourself slip deeper and deeper into this very toxic situation. The Four of Pentacles, you are holding so tightly to this situation and you're not letting go. And if we have this Nine of Pentacles here, there's a sense of the deceiving of oneself, especially when connected with the devil here. You are growing in terms of anxiety, but you're still trying to keep up the illusion that everything is fine, that you are in control. Like, she's looking at the bird here and going like, you know what, everything is fine, it's okay. I have all that I need, I have all that I ever want, everything is peaceful. But actually behind this, you are desperately clinging to whatever sense of stability that you have. Also, Nine of Pentacles is a very single kind of energy. Perhaps this anxiety might drive your significant other to make that decision for you. If you insist on letting things going on the way it is, your significant other might be the one that break things up with you, and perhaps even the third party might also break things up with either you or your significant other, depending on who that third party is with. Then everybody might just end up being single. Another way of looking at this is with the Four of Swords and this Nine of Pentacles, there's this anxiety of being single. So perhaps there is the fear of being left alone. You have been with someone for so long that the threat of becoming single again is too much for you, and hence you are clinging so tightly to this relationship, this situation here. So with the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's a matter of time before things come out into the open. So with the Seven of Swords in reverse, things are going to come into the light. You will be forced to bring things into the light and to address things properly. You won't be able to let things fester and continue as it is anymore. Okay, behind it is the Lovers. So the Lovers will is about making a choice that is beneficial to all parties, a choice that you will not regret. So yes, things will come out into the light. Yes, with the Sun, things will come out into the light and you'll be forced to make a choice. The Hermit, you going deep within yourself to really be sure of your values, be sure of what it is that you want to live for. How do you want your life to be? You'll be forced to make a choice and shake things up and start anew with the Sun, because this current situation is not going to last very long for you. Okay, so let's get some advice for you, Taurus. So this is the Faceted Garden Oracle. Okay, let's cut here. Wild card. One more card. Thor. Yes, okay, so with wild card, I feel like things might get unpredictable for you. There'll be this sudden change. If you insist on letting the situation continue, the tower will suddenly fall and you'll be unprepared for it, okay? And with Thor, it's talking about this situation here. As I said, it's not sustainable, so it's slowly thawing out. There's only so much more time before you'll fall into the water. It may also describe a drastic change in which one moment you find yourself on the ice, stable and secure, and then suddenly the ice cracks and you find yourself falling into the water. So don't procrastinate this anymore. Don't push this any further than you need to do so, okay? So let's get some cards from the Nature's Whispers Oracle card. Okay, Taurus, just want to remind you that this is a general reading, so each of you have your own unique situations, and this may or may not resonate with your life. Take actions responsibly. We all are humans. We have the gift of free will, and we need to be accountable for these actions. If you need any professional advice, please do seek out the relevant professionals. This is a tarot reading, and I'm not qualified to give you any financial or legal or medical advice. Yeah, so do take note. Okay, let's get more cards from the Nature's Whispers Oracle. So empowerment, and fresh approach. Yes, so with empowerment, what it's telling me is that with this very stagnant situation that you are finding yourself in, perhaps you have given up parts of yourself unknowingly just to sustain this situation that you want to keep, by really breaking down the old and negative beliefs and reconstructing them based on your true values. You're basically empowering yourself and enabling yourself to live a much more fulfilling life than this stagnant situation that you find yourself in. The universe wants the best for you, and you deserve to live a much freer, much more happy and fulfilling life. You deserve to be able to love who you want to, and you deserve to be free in your actions. Okay? And fresh approach relates to take a fresh approach to this situation. It seems that you are looking at this stagnancy as something desirable, even if it's causing you negative feelings, even if it's bringing toxicity to your life. You are very fixed and stubborn, and you're refusing all change because you have deemed this as irreplaceable. But fresh approach is asking you to look at this whole situation in a new light and really analyze it. Is this really what you want out of your life? Are you willing to bear the consequences if things come to a head and the situation explodes in your face? Okay, let's get another advice card from the herbiary. An advice for Taurus, please. Lavender, tough love. Okay, first thing that comes to my mind is the universe is giving you tough love. What is not good for you, what is toxic to your life, the universe is trying to remove it, but you are clinging onto it too tight. It's like the child who is clinging tightly to that candy even if he is suffering from a very bad toothache. As a parent, you will have to remove that candy even if the child gets upset about it. It is ultimately for his own good and for his own health. Yeah, so the universe is taking this situation away from you, is causing change to this situation so that you will become healthy again. At the same time, lavender soothes us. Lavender brings us calm. So it's asking you to look at this situation with a calm mindset. Currently, you are having a lot of anxiety with the Four of Swords reversed, with the threat of the tower falling down, and with this Four of Pentacles. You are clinging too tightly. You are feeling very anxious that this situation might change. But lavender is asking you to be calm. Ground yourself, to come back down to earth. Do not let your emotions run wild. Do not let your thinking run wild. Consider what is best for you. Okay, so let's get 3 cards from the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle. So we have plantain, nourish. We have St. John's wort, stabilize. And daylily, ephemeral. Okay, so with plantain, nourish. The guidebook says that it is inspired not just by the gift of nourishment this plant offers, but by its sheer availability. Often in life, the things we need are right in front of us if we are willing to see and accept them. So, yes, the universe is offering you change, is offering you this chance to bring nourishment into your life. You have been in this very still position for a very long time, and all this anxiety, this stress that you're experiencing, universe is offering you a chance to nourish yourself, to quench your thirst, if only you are willing to accept this. Stabilize with St. John's wort is quite obviously saying to stabilize your situation. This situation is in a sense on its last legs, so stop clinging to that and move towards a more stable circumstances, move towards health, move towards positivity. So with daylily, ephemeral, it's talking about the blooms of the daylily which only last for one day. So that in a sense it's talking about things in life being very transient, very fleeting. So things are meant to come and go. This is the nature of the universe, this is the nature of life. Things are supposed to flow through your life. You're not supposed to cling so tightly to it, because it will only rot and fester in your life and become a hotspot of negative energy rather than the beautiful thing that it once was. Okay, so let's end off your reading with 3 cards from the Flower Petals mini cards. Okay, so we have Snapdragon, listen with care, speak with kindness. We have Cornflower, learn from friendships, old and new. We have Hydrangea, focus on wholeness above and below. Okay, with Snapdragon, what I'm seeing is to treat this whole situation with kindness and care. Also treat yourself with kindness and care. Recognize that you are in distress, and that's normal, and that's fine, because humans are too accustomed to having everything fixed. They want everything to be stable and secure, and when change comes, it can be very difficult and distressing for us. So treat yourself and everyone in this situation with kindness. Approach this change with positivity. Offer help if any of the individuals within this situation needs. Offer a listening ear. Yeah, give them the love and kindness if they need. Remember that you are not the only person in this situation. You are not the only one dealing with this change. Learn from friendships old and new with the Cornflower. Somehow I'm feeling the message that I'm getting is a bit different here. Treasure from this relationship, because I'm sure this relationship started off great, started off very exciting and very fresh and very happy. It definitely had a great start. That's why you are holding on so tightly to it. Treasure those moments and don't be afraid that even with this change, that those moments will disappear. Those moments will continue to live within you and the people involved. And with Hydrangea, it's asking you to focus on wholeness. So look at this thing from a bigger perspective, a healthier and more holistic point of view, instead of sticking too tightly to that fixed point of view that you must keep these circumstances forever in your life. There's no such thing as forever in this human world. Okay, Taurus, I must admit I wasn't expecting it to get so deep, but I really hope that things get better. I really hope that you can muster up your courage to face this situation. And I hope that this reading was able to bring you encouragement and positivity. If it resonated with you, please do drop a like, share the video with friends, and subscribe to the channel, as well as comment below to let me know what you think. So thanks again for stopping by, and I wish you all the best. Hope I'll see you soon.